Good evening guys, hello and welcome back once again to a Monday evening of racing with me, your boy Vexed. It's Vexman and the Tier 1 drivers from the Aero League Racing's Gt7 Championship. This is indeed the final round of Season 21 and we're here at Yas Marina. So we've currently got one BMW on track. Harry's managed to make it. Are we going to see Lewis here? Because at the moment, with the standings how it is, there's only 22 points separating this guy here, Plat for Life, and Lewis, who's currently in second place. We'll have a rundown through the standings as always. So coming into this final round, Plat for Life is still top of the tables with 219 points. He's only got a 22 point lead over Lewis though in second place with 197 points. Racing Green currently sat in third with 184. He's only 35 points off the lead, but I hear he's not going to make it this evening. Then we have Zico in fourth with 147. We have Alessandro in fifth with 132. Yannick's in sixth with 120. We've got BX in seventh with 115. Tim in eighth with 76. We've got Ratak in ninth with 69. Iggy's in 10th with 60. We've got PZN in 11th with 51 points. We've got Kep in 12th with 47. Mighty Mini Smiley's in 13th with 35 points. We got Viking Dog in 14th with 34 points. Sam's in 15th with 31. We got Matty in 16th with 26 points. Big Boys in 17th with 24. Capel in 18th with 19. Apilu in 19th with 10 points. EZM in 20th with 9 points. 10 points, sorry. Unlimited Chicken in 21st with 9 points. Mafiology's in 22nd with 8 points. Ben MK in 23rd with 8 points, and we have Ross Form bringing up the rear with 4 points. And if you're wondering why there's so many drivers on the standings, it's because we've got quite a lot of standings this season. So the Nissan GTR guys are currently top of the manufacturers with Citroën currently in second place, so there's only 1 point separating the Nissans and the Citroëns. So Nissan on 267, Citroën on 266, the BMW in third with 248, the Audi's currently fourth with 219, Jaguar currently sat in fifth with 166, the Suzuki VGT currently sat in sixth with 115, and we've got the Ferrari 296 in seventh with 102, the AMG 20 in eighth with 91, the Lamborghini Huracan's in ninth with 69 points, the Porsche 911 22 in 10th with 41 points, the Beetle is in 11th with 19 points, Mazda RX Vision on 15 points, the Peugeot RCZ in 13th with 10 points, the GR Supra is in 14th with 8 points, and the Subaru WRX currently bottom of the manufacturers with 4 points, I think that was. Just to confirm, yes, they're on 4 points. So has this guy here done enough to win the championship? Currently we don't see Lewis in the lobby. We've only got 10 drivers. Plat for Life showing a little bit of netcode there. Tim says it's going to be a statistical nightmare for him this one. I think he's going to do alright. Currently sat second place in this practice session. Kep's currently done good enough for third. So Harry did manage to make it here. What can he do around Yas Marina? So yeah, still only 10 cars in the lobby. BX picking up a 3-second penalty there. The current Tier 1 champion didn't do so well this season in that Suzuki VGT. We're not sure why he chose it, to be honest. Have entered the room then. I can't see the see if we can get a anyway, anywho, Plat for Life currently with the fastest time, 1:53.071, almost into the 1:52s. Tim taking a really deep line there. He's not going to want to do that in the race. He's not going to want to do that in the race, but it looks like he actually got away with it without getting a penalty there. Maybe you can run it quite deep through that last turn when we saw him go quite way off track. But I think Yas Marina statistically is a very high tyre wear circuit. I'm not sure they're going to get too many laps on the softs. And that is super deep through the final turn. In fact, looking like track limits may be off at the moment. That was super deep. Perhaps they just allow you to run it that deep onto that outside curb. But he was off the curb, wasn't he? He was over the curb. Oh, but kept also choosing the same line. So maybe that is the play. Welcome along, Craig. Nice to have you on board, buddy. How have you been doing this season? So yeah, that's definitely an interesting line there. I didn't expect it to let you get away with going quite so deep. I'm going to have to take note for next time I race around Yas Marina, because if you can run it that deep through the final turn, that's definitely going to be, well, temps, if not more. Oh really? Oh okay. I had no idea. I had no idea, Platt. Thanks for that, buddy. Oh, so we've had it there from Platt for Life. So they have messed up the track limits around this circuit, so you can completely abuse that final turn, which I had no idea, and get away with it. And that is like, yeah, that's going to be... Oh crap. Oh, no way. No way, Craig. That is rubbish, dude. I hope you get well soon, buddy. I'll take it easy in the meantime. Only turn 5 is worth it in the race. Right, okay. Yeah, definitely. Well, to set you up for your fast lap, isn't it? Like, to carry the speed through that final turn is going to be crucial. But yeah, so we're looking out for turn 5 as well. That wasn't turn 5 there, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4... Or is it? Oh, maybe it is. Maybe that hair... Is that the hairpin there, turn 5? Or is it this next one? The chicane, the dodgy chicane. Let's have a look at Zico, see how he takes it through this chicane. So he's clattered the brake market there on the entry. But yeah, in fact, not really cutting the chicane there, so it's definitely not that one. Oh, it's this one here, isn't it? He's approaching now, the sweeping left-hander, I believe. Let's have a look, see what line he takes. If we get on board, we can see a little bit better there. Almost losing the rear a little bit there. He's very slidey through that turn and actually not drifting out over the curve there. The hairpin. Oh, it is the hairpin onto the straight. I did wonder. Oh no, and he's lost it, Zico. Too much gas there. Yeah, no, I did wonder. Let's have a look at platform. Oh, he's just come through that sector anyway, hasn't he? We'll stay on board with Platt for Life for a minute and watch his next lap and just see, because we're going to come to the end of this lap, aren't we, in a second. So yeah, still looking like we've only got 10 drivers in the lobby. Qualifying normally begins around 8 PM, so if we have the message from BX starting soon, we might be looking at your current or your future or your new Tier 1 champion in Platt for Life. And this is it, so this is going into qualifying now, so it looks like we do only have 10 people, 10 drivers in this final. BX Royal hosts for the final round. Obviously Green couldn't make it, he's been hosting so far this season. So he will get host privileges and come out before everyone else. He's going to set the standard unless he decides to dive into the pits beforehand. And hopefully my chest is going to hold out for the duration of this race. I do seem to have picked up another cold. Which is great. But it does seem to be shifting fairly quickly, so that is obviously a good thing. So BX Royal, as I say, is going to be taking the lads through the first outlap. He's there in the Suzuki BGT. We have Zico in that Nissan GTR, the Adidas liveried Nissan GTR. Plat for Life in the Citroen BGT. Can't really get a tow off of Zico up ahead there. And then we have Kep, Plat for Life's teammate in the second of the two Citroen VGTs. Are the Citroens going to be pretty good around Yas Marina? We'll have to wait and see. Gt7 making an appearance in the Peugeot RCZ. We've only seen the Peugeot a couple of times this season. Mighty little car it is. Yannick in the second of the two Nissan GTR. We have Ponzani repping the only BMW in this final. Lewis couldn't make it this evening, so he's not going to be able to challenge for the championship anymore. Sam in the Mercedes AMG 20. We've got Harry in the Audi R8 and Tim in that McLaren 650S. So BX Royal starts his first flying lap. Oh, massive slide through turn 2. Was that turn 1? On the exit of turn 1, into 2 now, into 3. So that little kink there is technically 4, and then we're down into 5 here. The hairpin. Oh, and yeah, you can run it really wide on the exit there. BX getting all 4 wheels over the white line, which gives them a better run onto this back straight. Into the chicane. I think we're going to see a lot of moves being made into this chicane. If you can get close enough, you can definitely set one up on the inside. I wonder if we're going to see any cars go side by side through there though. Can be a little bit sketchy on the exit. Very greasy on the exit, if I remember rightly. So BX Royal well and truly into the final sector now. He has got Plat for Life not far behind him. Plat for Life actually looking like he is rapid in the background there. So it's going to be interesting to see the difference in times between the cars this evening. I wonder if the guys have actually got much practice in on Yas Marina, because obviously one of the most recent tracks added as well to Gt7. So that's it through the final turn there. He's going to run it really deep across the line, and it is a 154.068, 152.671 for Plat for Life to go 1.3 seconds faster. Gt7 manages to drop BX down into provisional third place. He goes faster only by 100th. Yannick currently fast enough for 4th. Kep currently fast enough for provisional 5th place. Ponzani there in 6th. Sam is in 7th. We got Tim currently P8. Harry has gone in for a set of tyres. He's actually got half a second's penalty as well, as has Zico. So them two both coming out of the pits now. So it's looking like the Plat for Life is going to be the man to beat this evening. Obviously looking for his first Tier 1 championship as well. And I think he's all but sewn it up. Obviously we do not have Lewis, we do not have Green, we haven't got Alessandro. Zico currently the closest person to him, but some way off, so I think Plat for Life just going to be out for a bit of a cruise this evening. Although it looks like he may have secured that pole position. Now where's Zico? So Zico on an outlap. He's going to be coming up to start his first No, he's not. Everyone else is going to start their lap before he does. But he is into the final sector now. And what can Harry do in the R8, in the Audi R8? So BX improves their 153.468 to put him back up into provisional second place. EZM is into the pits, as is Plat for Life. Oh, it looks like Zico just trying to create a little bit of space there to the car in front, get him some free air.
Not been racing, ruptured Achilles, so can't use pedals for a few months, confused face.
Robot Lady decides she wants to go on a mad one. Zico starting his first flying lap.
Onto the straight.
Oh my god. So what can Zico do? We're staying on board with him because he's yet to put a time on the board, as is Harry up ahead. In fact, let's... Oh, Harry, looks like he came into a little bit of traffic there. Hopefully it's not slowed him down too much. Maybe he's actually managed to get a little bit of a toe off the cars behind. Yannick's pulled over to the inside there to let these cars through. Where is Zico? Zico not far off as well. Maybe Yannick trying to give Zico a toe. Maybe he's trying to set him up to give him a slip around the latter half of the track. But Harry will be the first to cross the line and put his time on the board. What is his time going to be? Yeah, you can see Zico is definitely picking up the toe of the sister GTR. But he's actually passed Yannick. So Harry will come across the line. Oh, a little bit screwed on the exit there. It's good enough for provisional 7th place. Zico improves up to 4th, aided by his teammate there. Manages to take 4th place, only a tenth faster than Yannick in the second of the two GTR. Can these two work together again to try and improve once more? We're 8.5 minutes into this 10-minute qualifying session. Only a couple of minutes left to do so. Plat for Life is back out on a fresh set of tyres, but he's got half a second's penalty. Only 7 tenths ahead of BX Royal now. BX has had a very up and down season this season. I think he's currently sat in 7th. And that Suzuki VGT has been absolutely rapid around some tracks and then absolutely awful around others. And I think also getting caught up in a couple of little shenanigans here and there. But 9.5 minutes, only 30 seconds left of this qualifying session. It looks like Plat for Life may be the guy to beat. I think he might be lining up on pole with BX there in 2nd place, EZM in 3rd. Zico back behind Yannick once again in 4th. Yannick currently sat provisional 5th, Kep 6th, Tim 7th. It does indeed say 52.6 goalie overlord. Yeah. Yeah, they call it. Oh, so EZM's improved again. It's only 9 thousandths between him and BX Royal. He managed to do a 153.477 in the end. BX Royal 153.468. Harry has improved up into 4th place there. 153.948. Which drops Yannick and Zico down to 5th and 6th respectively. So Kep's down to 7th now, still on a fast lap. These times still may change. I think Plat for Life is securely on pole now. Looking to sew up his first championship in Tier 1 in this first race. I know, yeah, it's been a bit of a shocking turnout this evening, Jack. Only 10 drivers this evening. I thought we may have had some other reserves maybe join in, but sadly it wasn't to be. But hopefully we're still going to have some awesome battles on track. Tier 1 never disappoints. The Flat for Life isn't going to be improving this time around. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know why he's not come back. It was good to have him on board for that one round. Bless him. I think it's the most reserves we've actually seen this season in Tier 1. There's like 24 or 25 names in the standings. It's pretty crazy. So BX Royal improves, but it's not fast enough to take that pole position, so he will start in second place. Kep improves at the end there, up into provisional 4th. And I think that's it. I think that's going to be it. So we'll have a look at the standings once again. So this is going to be your start results, or your starting grid for the first race. Plat for Life took the fastest lap for 1:52.671. A whole nearly 7 tenths faster than BX Royal, who will line up in second place. EZM lines up in 3rd, Kep starts in 4th, Harry in 5th, Tim in 6th, Yannick in 7th, Zico will start in 8th, Sam will start in 9th, and Ponzani will start in 10th place. And look at that, guys. So 52 from Plat for Life, and then everyone else from 2nd to 6th on a 53, and then 7th all the way down to 10th in the 54. So very, very close once again. It's been so close this season, such a close championship. And I think that's why we've seen a few mishaps here and there as well, because it's been so very close. The pace has been so very close between so many people. So Plat for Life lines up on pole for the final round of the season, looking to take his championship, his first Tier 1 championship in this race. I think if he wins this, he hasn't got to work for it in the second race. I think he's sewn it up. But there we go, the clacks are sounding for the final sprint race of the season, season 21. It gets underway. BX Royal covering off Kep. Kep maybe going up the inside there into turn 1. Couldn't quite get alongside. Plat for Life though, however, scampering off into the distance already. He's already got 9 tenths over BX Royal. We all know how good that Citroen is off the line. If you manage to get it on pole, it's very, very hard for anyone to be able to get past you. So Kep now defending to EZM. EZM looking for the better exit through the hairpin, and Kep goes really deep there, manages to keep the speed, keeps that 3rd position for the minute. EZM's going to have to dart back in behind him into the slipstream once again. Oh, we're going to see a move come into the chicane. Hard braking zone for the left-hander. And in fact, no, thinks better of it. Meanwhile, Zico and Yannick in the 2 GTRs closing up behind. And then we have Sam, Tim, Harry and Ponzani side by side now. Ponzani looking for the move around the outside. I think Harry's going to keep it for the minute. And what can these two guys do here? Oh, Ponzani up the inside now. Is he going to manage to sew it up? Oh, Harry's got really deep. He clattered over the curb there, but stays ahead. That is insane stuff from these two guys at the back. So Plat for Life still leads the race with 1.4 seconds over BX Royal, back in 2nd place. BX doing really well to hold that 2nd place in the Suzuki VGT. As I say, it seems to be a very track dependent car, but it looks like it's pretty good around Yas Marina. Managing to fend off Kep at the moment. Kep doing his utmost to try and get back onto the back of BX. He's managed to creep back into that slipstream range. EZM in the background there with half a second's penalty. The netcode has started to get really bad. Oh, Kep looks like he can smell blood now. He's not got to worry about Gt7 behind him. Gt7 with that half a second's penalty, that is going to null his charge. And surely drop him into the clutches of Zico. Kept with a massively deep line there, and Zico has got past Gt7, so that did drop Gt7 behind Zico there after that half a second penalty he had to serve. So finds himself in a GTR sandwich now. What can Yannick do behind? Yannick currently sat in 6th. Can he manage to get past the Peugeot? We will have to wait and see. Sam. Oh, Sam with a massive twitch on the exit there. Still maintains that pace though. Tim is slowly starting to reel him in the McLaren though. What can Tim do in that McLaren? He said he thought it was going to be a bit of a bad round for him this evening. But I think once he gets some heat into them tyres, it should come alive. Ponzani has got past Harry now. So Harry down to 10th place, almost grazing the barrier there. Plath Life has managed to stretch that lead now to 2 seconds. And the gap behind, BX Royals managed to find some air somewhere. He's managed to create some distance now between him and the second of the 2 Citroens, driven by Cap in 3rd place. Now 1.4 seconds is the gap. Actually putting in a purple sector through the middle sector. Still losing time to BX ahead. Gains a 10th through this twisty sector, twisty final sector. Still not quite enough. Meanwhile, Zico has closed that gap. Has he used too much of them tyres already though? The fronts are starting to look a little bit worn on that GTR. He's going to have to watch the tyre wear. Very front heavy though, isn't it? On the tyres, the GTR. And Gt7 has dropped out of that slipstream range now, down to a 2nd. He's still got 7 tenths over Yannick. No changes at the back. Harry's closed back up once again to Ponzani. Can he go for an answering move? Maybe we'll see one come into the chicane. There's only 3 tenths in it at the moment. I don't like Harry was moving over there, but then he just glitched back in behind Ponzani, so we've got to put it down to netcode. Oh no, he is going for the move up the inside. Oh, almost got it done there. Ponzani just managing to keep the boot in and kept the position, but Harry is looking quite strong at the moment. I think we are going to see a move come soon. And there we go again, Harry looking up the inside into the left-hander. Who's going to get the better exit though? Switch back from Ponzani. Re-switches the position. Harry's got to just tuck back in behind the rear wing of that BMW once again. And look how racy he's looking at the moment though. These two are having a cracking battle at the back. We'll check back in with everyone else in just a second, but this battle here, look at it. Might be the closest battle on track at the moment. Try as he might, Ponzani still unable to break away from the Audi. Harry keeping a tighter line that time, staying in the slipstream. Ponzani's going to have to cover that inside line. Harry gets shown the long way round. Will he be able to make it work around the outside? Maybe. They're going to be side by side as they come into the braking zone. Almost managed to get the move there. Maybe he'll get the better exit. Looking for the inside line once again. I think we're going to see another switchback though come through this left-hander. No changes at the front. So Harry does take the position. Ponzani looking for the switchback once again. Doesn't quite have the momentum that time round, so Harry moves up into 9th place. Can he break away from the BMW? I don't think he can at the moment. Ponzani still looks very strong indeed. So Tim still sat in 8th place. We have Sam. Sam has crept on to the back of Yannick. Yannick also starting to challenge EZM now in that Peugeot. Oh, he almost lost the rear there. That was a huge moment there from EZM. He's not lost too much time, but he has definitely lost it. Well, a couple of attempts to Zico. Still running in 4th place. Still 1.5 seconds off the back of Kep. But them gaps at the front have opened up now, so Platter for Life now with 3 seconds over BX Royal in 2nd place. BX 2.3 ahead of Kep. So yeah, the closest battle I think is Sam. Oh no, here we go, Sam and Yannick. Sam looks for the move on Yannick up the inside into the chicane. He's going to be able to make it stick. And he has. But is Yannick going to get the better run out of the exit? Looked like because Sam had to brake a little bit later there, it just compromised him through the second half of the chicane. Yannick coming back now along the back straight. Has to go the long way round into the left-hander. Still trying to get the nose of that GTR up alongside the Mercedes, but still unable to do so. And what can Sam do? Can he work on the Peugeot ahead, or is he still having to play a defensive game at the moment with Yannick in his rearview mirror? Oh, big stutter in the lobby. Sam doing really well at the moment, but them tyres are looking a little bit worse for wear. And Yannick's still very close indeed. But he was dicing with death there through the final turn on the approach to the start finish, almost collecting the wall on the exit. Sam doing just enough to stay ahead of Yannick after taking that 6th place. So Harry has managed to pull out 1.4 seconds now over the BMW of Ponzani, sat in 10th place. So Platt for Life currently with the fastest lap on lap 3, 152.7. Country mile ahead of everybody else, 3.9 seconds, nearly 4 seconds up the road from VX Royal, who still has a very healthy gap over Kep, running in 3rd place. .52.7. That is absolutely rapid race pace there from Platt for Life. And this is now the final lap. See if we can find any battles on track. It has become a little bit of a procession now, so this might be the closest battle at the moment. Yannick and Sam. Sam still ahead of Yannick. Yannick trying to retake that 6th place. Sam covers the inside into the hairpin. Yannick looking for the better exit. Will he be able to set one up come the chicane? Oh, he's thinking about it. He's pulled out to the inside now. He's definitely alongside. Who's going to be later on the brakes? Looks like Sam keeps the position, but Yannick on the exit pulls alongside once again. Sam's going to have to hug that inside line, isn't he? Show Yannick the long way round into the sweeping left-hander. What a crazy battle this has turned into between 6th and 7th. Yannick looks for the switchback, but Sam's covered it off. That might be all she wrote for 6th place. Oh, Yannick trying all he can to get that position back. I think it's too little too late. And we have to go on board with Platt for Life because he's coming through the final turn now. And that's all she wrote, folks. You're looking at your new Tier 1 champion in Platt for Life. GG's, mate. VX Royal takes 2nd place there. Kep will take 3rd. Zico takes 4th. Gt7 5th. Sam holds on to 6th there. Yannick 7th. Tim caught up to Yannick at the end there. He's going to take 8th. Harry will take 9th. And Ponzani slides it across the line in 10th place. Well, that was the sprint race, guys. And what a race that was. Really good towards the start. Unfortunately, it became a little bit of a procession towards the end. We did still have that battle between Yannick and Sam. But yeah, GG's to Platt for Life, sewing it up in that first race. He took the win there, and the fastest lap, 152.784 for Platt for Life. BX Royal took 2nd place. His fastest lap was actually a 152.962, so rapid race pace from BX Royal as well. Kep finished 3rd, Zico was 4th, Gt7 5th, Sam was 6th, Yannick 7th, Tim was 8th, Harry 9th, and Ponzani was 10th. So that puts Ponzani on pole for the feature race, with Harry lining up in 2nd place. We're going to have Tim starting in 3rd. Yannick starts in 4th with Sam in 5th. Gt7 will start in 6th. Zico starts in 7th. Kep in 8th. BX in 9th. And Platt will start in 10th place. So what are the tyre strategies we're going to see this evening? It looks like a lot of people opting for the medium. I can only see 5 guys on track at the moment. There we go, we've got 6. So everybody may be opting for the mediums in the first stint. You can see Izadam currently on the soft. Perhaps he's favouring softs for his first stint. It's nice to see differing strategies throughout the field. Not always the case. There's always normally one OP strat, but it's good to see people try and make different things work. So in fact, everybody on the mediums. So maybe it's going to be a medium soft race, or is it going to be mediums hards? I think if it's medium softs, the mediums are going to be very, very worn come the end of the first stint. In order to make the softs last the distance, Out for life, destroying the brake markers there. It's funny to see them things get flattened about. Oh, cap! Oh, massive slide through the final turn there. Take some damage on the front end. I think strategy is going to be key in this race, as it normally is in the features. I'm not sure if people are trying or testing out their grid starts, but you do realise it's a rolling start, Ponzani, in the feature. Or is he just at that little drag race with Peugeot or Gt7 there? Oh, who's that? What are these two doing? Has he broken something? Mid-drive shaft's falling out. So here we go, this is the lobby reset now. This is the feature race, the final race of this season, of the evening. We have a new Tier 1 champion in Platform Life, but Ponzani will line up on pole for the final race of the season, with Harry in second place, Tim in third. Sounded and they are off on the charge now, down to turn 1. I don't think we're going to see too many moves made off the start here, being the rolling start. Everybody filters through turn 1 nicely. Harry already on to the back of that BMW though. Harry getting a really good getaway off the start. Tim already with half a second. I'm not too sure where he picked that up. definitely been testing the track limit somewhere. It's not going to help him too much though. That's going to drop him behind Yannick surely. Then we have Sam in 5th, Gt7 in 6th, Zico's there in 7th, Kep is in 8th, we have BX now in 9th, Platt in 10th. I think Platt might have his work cut out to get past that Suzuki VGT. I think BX is definitely going to make him work for it, but then he doesn't really have to, does he? He's just out for a bit of fun now. He's already taken the title. I'm sure he's going to put on the show though in this final race. So we can see Sam, Gt7 chasing Sam down, Sam up the inside there of Tim. Trying to make it 3 wide through this left-hander. And Sam loses the position there to Gt7, Tim still holds on to that 4th place, Gt7's up to 5th, Sam down to 6th. Yannick challenging Harry now up ahead for that 2nd place. And Gt7 wants to try and get past Tim. He wants to try and get onto the back of the top 3. Very, very close through this first lap in this feature race. Oh, Gt7. Gt7 looked really squirrely on the exit of the final turn there. Yannick really starting to put the R8 of Harry under pressure. Harry still unable to find his way past the M6 of Ponzani. Tries to set one up the inside, wasn't quite close enough. Has opened the door maybe to Yannick. Oh, and Gt7 well and truly on the back of Tim in that McLaren now. I think in the background there, Platt for Life has managed to get past BX Royal. Harry, excuse me, Harry up the inside. Takes the lead of the race. Oh, Ponzani, Ponzani's been spun, no! Ponzani! Oh, wait, Gt7 up the inside of Tim, Tim back alongside, and Yannick out of nowhere, Yannick up into 2nd place. What has gone on here? Tim still on his inside, Tim retakes 2nd, Yannick almost back down to 4th once again as Gt7 manages to slot his way through as well. You can see the sister car of Zico waiting in the wings there. Platt for Life behind his teammate now, Kep. Still very close at the moment, still a lot of moves being made. Yannick tries to retake that position on the final turn, doesn't quite manage to pull it off. Gt7 will hold on to that 3rd place for the minute. Where's Ponzani? Ponzani now 15.6 seconds off the back of BX. Come on, Ponzani. Not sure if he was aided there by the GTR of Yannick, but yeah, we saw him have a bit of a moment. I think maybe lit the rear tyres up a little bit, and then obviously with Yannick behind as well, didn't help him out too much. But Harry in the lead of the race now. Tim not far off him though. Tim there in 2nd. Gt7 under pressure from the GTR Yannick. Yannick slings one up the inside into the chicane. Gets it to stick. Gt7 almost losing 2 positions there. As Zico all over the bumper of that Peugeot now. He's going to get shown the long way round into the sweeping left-hander. Gt7's going to try and make the most of the slip he's getting of the sister GTR ahead. Tries to have a look up the inside. And has now opened the door to Zico. I think Zico's going to get a move, is he? Zico up into 4th place. Gt7 trying to keep his nose in there, trying to retake the position. And he does momentarily. They're side by side still. Zico's going to have this next left-hander and the one after this one here. So the battle for 5th place has really started to heat up as Sam enters the battle as well. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh, all sliding through the final turn. Oh my gosh. That was an incredible bit of driving from these, I think there's 5 drivers in this mix now. We got EZM, Zico now in 5th. We have Plat for Life, Sam and Kep. All ridiculously close to each other. And Plat for Life has managed to make his way up into 6th. He's going to have a look at another move, trying to come alongside, who was that? Alongside Zico. Oh, gets a move done, he's up into 5th. A BX Royal has managed to get back into the mix as well. What is going on at the back here? This is insane. What an insane bit of racing from these guys. We've still got 2 cars battling for the inside there. BX going to have a look on Kep. Kep into the back of Zico. Bit of a concertina through the chicane. Almost compromised Plat there. Plat maybe picking up half a second, and he does. For cutting the chicane. He was kind of aided there a little bit. That's unfortunate for Plat. He doesn't have to worry about it though. He's just picking up extra points here in this race. He's going to have a look around the outside of EZM. He's going to be able to make it work. Not that time around. So EZM holds that 4th place. Then we still have Yannick, Tim and Harry 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So Harry leads the race still. 5 attempts is all he has over Tim in 2nd place. Tim had a bit of a rough first race, but definitely putting all the stops out here in this feature. 4 laps in now. So Yannick only 6 attempts off the back of Tim, but Tim really starting to put the pressure onto Harry in the Audi. And then we got some crazy battles happening in the background there as well. We're going to have to go back on board with them guys in just a second, as Tim actually into the back of Harry there in the braking zone. It's not actually helped him too much, but maybe helped him get a 10th over Yannick. Are we going to see a move come from Tim? Tim closer than he's been so far this race. And in fact, no, opts for the bump draft, so helping Harry along here. Maybe a little gentleman's agreement going on between Tim and Harry. Trying to create some breathing space over Zico behind, over Yannick behind in 3rd place. It worked for a minute. They've definitely got a 10th or a 10th and a half at least gained over Yannick. Oh, now Tim does finally have a look up the inside here into the chicane. No, into the sweeping left-hander. But Harry looking for the better exit now. Tim's gone really deep there. That has allowed Harry to come back alongside, has it? Tim keeps the position. So Tim becomes new race leader. So as I was waffling about the gentleman's agreement, there definitely isn't one between these two at all. I think Tim was just trying to gain a bit of time over Yannick behind in 3rd. As Harry has a look up the inside into the final turn, Tim with a big twitch on the exit. Keeps 1st place for the minute. Harry's going to have to work to retake that position. So then behind we still have EZM still holding on to that 4th place. How long can he keep Plat at bay? Plat has come from 10th to 5th. 5 positions in 6 laps. Or less. Crucially, now with 1.3 seconds over Zico behind in 6th place, a nice bit of breathing space now for Plat, as he now does have a look up the inside. He's going to be alongside enough to be able to get a move to stick, and he does, but he goes into the back of Yannick. Oh, Plat. just trying to outbrake him, well, trying to be the last of the late breakers there, but almost compromising Yannick, almost sent him flying, almost yeeted him. Finally gets the position on EZM. Trying to now work on the GTR ahead. As Harry still looking to retake the lead of the race. Still looking for that inside line on Tim. Platt wants to join the battle and make it a three-way battle for first. But look at these top five. The top five have all closed right back up again. There's only 1.3 seconds separating EZM and the leader. And the gap back to Zico has fallen quite substantially as well. So this is crazy stuff as always in Tier 1. So Yannick's going to have to hug that inside until the very last minute. And he does. Oh, I think there's a bit of a concertina once again into the chicane. Platt is going to get slapped with half a second. Or is he? Perhaps he got away with it that time. Definitely did. Didn't really aid him too much, but I think also because of that concertina he took a little bit of a tap there and had to take a bit of a shallower line. Tim though now has 7 temps back to Harry. Harry must have had a slight moment somewhere maybe. Oh, and everyone just driving into the back of each other now. So Yannick went into the back of Harry there. EZM went into the back of Yannick, but somehow came off better out of that, managed to get the position as well. Up into third now for EZM. Yeah, getting very messy through the braking zones now. And Harry has now dropped well out of that slipstream range to the McLaren ahead of Tim. Well and truly under the attention of EZM. EZM has had a cracking feature race so far. Managed to keep Platt for life at bay. And he's finally managed to get past Yannick as well. Closes right up onto the bumper of Harry once again. Has it got enough minerals to reach the chicane before the Audi? I think it has just. And he does move ahead up into second place for EZM. Harry down to third now. Looking like he might lose that position to Platt as well. Yeah, Platt is up into third. Harry down to fourth. And then BX Royal out of nowhere up into fifth. He was some way back a minute ago. So we definitely missed a few overtakes somewhere as he's looking to get the move done on Harry now. So Harry down to fifth. Manages to retake that fifth place, and Yannick takes it away from BX as well. So BX down to sixth now in a GTR sandwich. Then we have Simon Cap, Ponzani still unable to bridge that gap. The Tim's still 1.8 seconds up the road. Still a battle going on between second place EZM and Platt for Life in third. Harry's still not far off as well, only 4 tenths in it. I think maybe Harry's starting to feel the effects of the tyre wear now. In fact, everybody's probably going to be starting to feel the effects of the tyre wear, especially the GTRs, with being how front heavy they are. When are we going to see the first mad dash to the pits? BX closes up again through that chicane, through the hairpin. Pulls alongside Yannick in the GTR. He's going to be looking for the inside line into the chicane. Oh, and Yannick manages to keep the position, retakes it on the exit. Flat Life past Gt7 now, up into second place. On BX Royal does manage to get past Yannick. Yannick tries to retake that place on the exit there, the sweeping left-hander, but didn't quite have the momentum, and BX cleverly covered it off. Yannick into the back of BX again. It looked like Harry grazed the wall on the exit of the final turn there. Maybe lost a tenth to BX Royal. He definitely has lost some time to BX Royal. BX Royal looking for the move now. Looking to try and get past the Audi, but he's not going to get it done through this sketchy, windy sector here. It's probably going to be into the hairpin if he's going to come anywhere. Just takes the tighter line. He's pulled alongside now. Yannick tries to get in the mix there as well, and BX does get that position up into 4th place. Harry now under the attention of Yannick. Yeah, what can Yannick do? Can he get past the Audi as well? Pulls out and it's like hitting a brick wall. Is he going to be able to get later on the brakes here? Moves up the inside. Oh, almost into the back of BX again. Yannick wants to try and maintain that speed through the corners, but you can't be using the car ahead, dude. I'm sure he doesn't mean it. As Harry tries to retake that position once again. But he is held at bay by Yannick. And we've got Zico not far off him now as well, only 3 tenths. A Plat for Life somehow managed to reel Tim in already. That was a huge gap that Tim had. What is this guy on? He's definitely had his Weetabix for breakfast. He's making light work of the other drivers here this evening. In fact, he has done pretty much all season. He's been absolutely rapid, and a well-deserved Tier 1 title for Plat for Life. It doesn't need the win, but he's going for it anyway. So we're well into halfway through this race now. Only 10 laps to go. And Plat for Life becomes new race leader. Oh, it's Tim. Favours that really deep line there. It looks like the car becomes unsettled over the curb, but he's definitely well and truly got it in control. Through that sector. But it looks like everybody starting to settle into their positions. I think as we're starting to approach the pit window now, I think we may see our first flurry of pit stops come in the next lap or two. Plat for life now with 8 temps over Tim in second. Tim has a nice bit of breathing space over Gt7 in third though, 1.6 seconds to be precise. Gt7 has 1.5 over BX Royal, who's managed to creep a second ahead of Yannick. So not having to worry about going defensive at the moment is BX. He can try and work on that top three, but Gt7 looking good for a top three at the moment. If he manages to keep that Peugeot where it is, that'll be some decent points. And BX Royal is going to pick up some decent points this evening. I don't think it's going to help him in the standings too much. He may move up a position or two or three, but I think, yeah, not in any contention for the championship this season. It's a shame not to have seen Lewis, Green and Alessandro on track, as they were all up there as well in the top five. So Harry couldn't quite keep Yannick at bay, but he's managed to keep Zico behind him. I think Zico definitely starting to suffer with that the front tyres. He's going to be picking up a bit of understeer. Also driving in that dirty air is probably not helping too much. He wants to try and get that position ideally. But Harry, a very tricky customer at the moment in the Audi. So still nobody choosing to go into the pits yet. How long are them GTRs going to be able to go on them tyres though? That's a question. As is the Mercedes. So Mercedes almost equal on tyre wear with the GTRs. I think Sam's definitely feeling it at the moment. Looked like a little bit of understeer there through turn one. Kep has got damage on that car, and he's lost a massive amount of time to Sam ahead. Have we just seen our first pit stop in Ponzani? No, we haven't. He is starting to close the gap to Kep. Kep's obviously had a moment somewhere with that damage. So Ponzani may still be able to salvage position. Oh. BX Royal looking for the move now on Gt7 up the inside into the chicane. And he gets it to stick. Gt7 though on the exit, pulls back alongside, tries to retake that position. He's just edged ahead. BX is going to have the inside for the next turn, this sweeping left-hander. Squeezes Gt7 to the outside of the track. Gt7 will be looking for the switchback surely, but not close enough. BX Royal only 1.8 seconds off of Tim in second place now. Gt7 still trying to come back. Still within 3 temps of BX in the Suzuki. But has managed to eke a couple of attempts through the last couple of turns. So what are tyres looking like between the two cars? So yeah, the tyres on the Peugeot definitely a lot more worn than the tyres on the Suzuki. So there we go, Harry and Zico both into the pits now. We're going to be getting rid of them medium tyres. Sam opts to follow them in. Are we going to see the same happen from Kep? No, Kep stayed out, favours track position. Ponzani is into the pits now. So Plat for Life with 4.2 seconds over second place Tim. Where's he found 4.5 seconds? He's just in a league of his own at the moment, isn't he? Absolutely destroying the competition is Plat for Life. And Tim looks like he may come under the attention of BX Royal in the next couple of turns. BX has been absolutely flying in that little Suzuki VGT, the Angry Bumblebee. And he's closed that gap up to 4 tenths. I wonder, are we going to see Tim enter the pits this time round? Or is he going to try and stay out on the medium tyres? BX is going to follow him in. I think BX wanted to try and get the position before the pits. So I think everyone else who hasn't already gone into the pits is going to go into the pits. So Harry, will he be able to move back up into the lead of the race? Favoured the undercut. He's coming through the final turn now. And he moves up into second place. Yeah, Tim comes out just behind. Tim is there in third, only 4 tenths of the back of Harry. Harry has got 6. How has Plat for Life got 6.2 seconds over the rest of the field? What kind of witchcraft is this? That's like some voodoo magic, that is. Like, this guy, he needs his own league. We could see a GT World Series contender in Plat for Life. I wonder when the last time he did one of the dailies was. So Harry came out, or favoured the undercut, come out ahead of Tim, but Tim is well and truly onto the back of him once again. Tim looking very racy on that soft compound tyre. Obviously a lap younger as well. He's going to have a little bit more grip at this stage. But crucially, Harry's tyres will be up to temperature. Tim's are going to be starting to come into that window. Normally it takes about a lap and a half for him to get up to temp. So Zico somehow has managed to jump BX and Yannick in the pits. He's up into 4th place now, 1.2 seconds off the back of Tim. BX in the GTR sandwich, only 4 tenths off of Zico, but 6 tenths ahead of Yannick in 6th. Izadem finds himself in 7th place now. Sam is there in 8th. We have Kep in 9th. Ponzani 7.2 seconds off the back of Kep in 10th. That was around 6 seconds. I thought Ponzani was going to start reeling him in, but I think he's given up. But yeah, Plat for Life on an absolute mission at the moment. He doesn't even need the points, but look at that gap that he's created. Nearly 7 seconds now. He's taken the absolute cake. We're in this round. He's going to be halfway down this straight before everyone gets through the hairpin. Crazy stuff from the Citroen driver. Oh, and Harry, no! Harry's picked up half a second. That is going to bring him back into the clutches of Tim. Tim might not have to work for that 2nd place now. He might get it for free. Just played a bit of a patient game, hasn't he? He looked quite racy. He looked like he was going to try and set the move up on Harry, but all he had to do was wait for him to make a mistake. Harry has to pull off the racing line now, and he does. Tim does move through into 2nd place. Harry's going to tuck back under the wing of the McLaren. So it looks at the moment currently like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe a 6-car battle for the final 2 places on the podium. Harry trying to put the thumb screws now on Tim. Tim, who managed to take that 2nd place on the previous lap. Platt for Life with the current fastest lap in this race as well, a 52.2. Obviously aided by low fuel there. But yeah, absolutely blistering race pace from Platt for Life. Nobody able to match that pace. And that is how 3rd place Harry finds himself 9.7 seconds off the leader. And Zico tries to have a look up the inside. Where has Zico come from? Then we have BX Royal chasing down Zico, gets shown the long way round on the approach to the chicane. Harry is going to have a look up the inside. Oh no, bit of a moment there from Harry. That compromised him, opened the door there to Zico and to BX. BX up into 3rd place, Zico up into 4th. Harry's down to 5th now. That's unlucky, Harry. Unlucky dude. Still plenty of time to get back into it though. Only lap 17 of 21 as BX Royal goes to take 2nd place away from Tim up the inside there through the sweeping left-hander, but Tim comes back. Tim comes back on the exit with a classic switchback. So BX finds himself back in 3rd place, but alongside through that last turn. That was crazy stuff. Absolutely scintillating stuff from the Tier 1 drivers as always. And even though there's only 10 drivers in this final round, they're still making it exciting to watch. So BX Royal now furiously defending to Zico. Zico, who looks like he's got some severe pace in that GTR. Harry loses the... Oh no, Yannick and Gt7! I think they maybe have a come together in the background, and then Gt7 and Harry and Gt7 having a bit of a ding dong there as well. What happened to Yannick? I think maybe side by side through turn 1. It didn't come out quite as he would have anticipated it. Platt for Life nearly 10 seconds ahead of Tim. Tim, who's managed to keep BX at bay for the minute. BX did manage to go for a move but lost it almost immediately. Back down into 3rd place for BX. Zico still on a charge there in 4th place. Gt7 is in 5th. Can he close the gap to Zico? Got a nice bit of breathing space over Harry now. And yeah, gaps are starting to form throughout the field. Towards the back here. Yeah, I think everybody's positions are sewn up. Obviously, unless his car explodes or his wheels fall off, Platt for Life should be good for the win here in the feature race. Obviously, he already gets the Tier 1 Championship sewn up in the 1st race of the evening. But the battle is still on for the 2nd and the 3rd slot on the podium. But at the moment, Tim doing an ever such a good job of staying ahead of BX Royal, keeping that gap consistent now. Maybe BX was on a little bit of a cool down lap because he started closing that gap again, down to 6/10 now. He's managed to chip a tenth into it. Can he manage to close once again? Maybe go for a move towards the end of this race. We've got 3 laps left. Crucially though, BX has managed to find 1.3 seconds back to Zico, so Zico may not be in this fight for them podiums now. It was a 5 or 6 car race for the final 2 slots, but it's now turned into, it looks like it's just a battle between Tim and BX. I think Zico's tyres have just said no. I've not got enough I haven't got enough left, boss. I'll get you to the end of the race, but if you think I'm going to try and make up any positions, you got another thing coming. We will try and, however, keep the position to ease them back in 5th place, who may also be starting to suffer with the tyre wear. Harry has dropped 2.3 seconds now off the back of EZM. Yannick 2.1 off the back of Harry. Then we have Sam, 6 seconds back to Sam, 4 seconds back to Kep, and 12 back to Ponzani. And Platt for Life with an 11-second lead. He's had a bit of a lonely second half of the race. Looked like he had fun in the first half though, coming from 10th all the way to 1st. We're now on lap 20 of 21. This and one more to go. Oh, BX Royal, looking for the move once again against Tim, but still unable to find the pace to get past. Closes back up again on the exit. Are we going to see a move come into the chicane again? Oh, and he's got it done before. Got it done on the straight. GG's BX. Tim trying to come back again though on the exit of the chicane. Can he get the better exit? BX with a huge twitch. Somehow keeps that Suzuki going. He's definitely lost the temp to Tim though. Tim is going to be able to look for the move maybe into the next left-hander. BX is going to have to hug that inside line. Again, covers him off. Tries to force him to the outside of the track. Tim is going to look for the switchback once again, but I believe BX covered it off once again. A great defensive race now from BX. Has he managed to gap Tim already? So he's managed to pull out a couple of attempts. Is that going to be enough? Is that just the difference in the tyre wear? So yeah, Tim's tyres don't look too bad considering. They're only a little bit older than BX's, where he's only used a little bit more of the rubber than BX has. Oh, look at BX go now. He's pulled out a second now over Tim. And in the background, Zico looks in trouble and losing that position to EZM. EZM up the inside, up into 4th place. Definitely has the better tyres at this stage. I think Zico just suffering with that adverse understeer. His front tyres almost ready to leave the chat. Looks for the move into the chicane. And we've seen how good Zico is on the brakes. He does close back up again on the brakes, but just hasn't got enough meat on the bone to be able to get the move done. We're going to have to go on board with Platt for Life in just a second, because he is going to be coming through the final couple of turns. Just want to see if this battle turns into anything here, but I think EZM may have got the position sewn up. So here we go. Platt for Life, uncontested in this final round. Will cross the line and take the checkered flag for the second time this evening, and that is well and truly Tier 1 sewn up. GG's, mate. Well-deserved championship there. Absolutely dominated it all season. The closest person to him, unfortunately, couldn't make it this evening, Lewis, so I'll have to try again next time, Lewis. BX finishes in second place. Tim finishes in third there. EZM fourth. Zico will finish in fifth. Yannick is sixth. Kep is going to bring it home in seventh. Oh, Harry! Harry has a spin at the end there. No, Harry! Kep with 3 seconds. And he's run out of fuel. He's going to lose the position to Sam. Sam moves up into 7th place. Kep down to 8th. Harry almost out of fuel as well. Harry finishes in 9th. And Ponzani, last but not least. GG's, dude. Well done for finishing the race, mate. It would have been easy to quit, I know. We'll limp that BMW across the line in 10th place, and that was it, guys. That was what a cracking season it was once again. It's been so close all season. As I say, the closest, well, the top 3 very close coming into the final round. Obviously, it would have been a battle between Lewis and Platt if Lewis had managed to make it for this round. But GG's, Platt. Well-deserved championship, mate. You can definitely give yourself a pat on the back. We've enjoyed watching and commentating on it again all season. So, yeah, kudos to Tier 1. The results, once again, Platt for Life finished in first, BX was second, Tim was third, EastEnd was fourth, Zika was fifth, Yannick sixth, Sam was seventh, Kep was eighth, and then we had Harry ninth, I think it was, and Ponzani in 10th place. No, Harry got past, no, Sam got past Kep, wasn't it? Yeah, GG's, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this season as much as I did. If you did, I'll see you again next season. Same time, same place. Well, no, we won't be same time, same place, because I think we're going to have a break now, aren't we? We're going to have a couple of week break or whatever it is, and then we'll be back. Well, we will be back with season 22. And maybe I'll even learn to English a bit better. I'll see you then. I've been your boy Vexed. Night.